Happy
Friday, January the 15th. It has been the longest week, and we have a very special guest tonight.
Joseph Leo Bwarie from Jersey Boys, one of my favorite shows.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
The Frankie Valli.
The songs are already in my head.
Yeah.
So you had a long night last night. You were at the Noises Off opening, Beth.
It may have been long, but it didn't feel long. It's such a fun cast. I asked them a lot about throwing sardines. If you know the show, Noises Off, you know that there's a lot of sardine throwing and door slamming. Are you all coming in? Hello. Yeah. So I asked them some questions about where they might find an errant sardine.
Well, there we are. So, and the video will be up soon.
Very soon.
Very soon.
And you can find out what happens at Noises Off. Really nice cast. Megan Hilty.
Yeah. Andrea
Martin. Just a great cast. Campbell Scott's hilarious.
Also, from earlier, we have a Grease live video. Paul Wondorek is not here at the moment.
Right.
He is out in LA.
With Aaron Tveit.
So have a look at
Andrew
Aaron
Call.
Tveit.
Amazing.
Exclusive videos. I mean, Paul is getting so much stuff that will be rolling out on the site for the next couple of weeks.
I mean, you know.
We love Aaron Tveit.
Broadway.com.
Yeah, exactly. Right, big news from London overnight. Audra McDonald had this mysterious break going in Shuffle Along on Broadway.
It was always a break, right? We
always
knew
a break.
that.
We always knew that she was going to come into Shuffle Along in April, but then take this mysterious break over the summer. We now know why. She's going to make her West End debut. Get
Finally.
this, 6-time Tony winner. She's never been to the West End.
She's so busy winning those Tonys over here.
She's going to make her West End debut in Lady Day, reprising her performance that won her the Tony 2 years ago. Or 18 months
as Billie
ago,
Holiday.
As Billie Holiday. So the Londoners are in for a treat. So yeah, she's off for doing that. Also, other casting news that broke late last night after this. Alison Luff, who was Miss Honey in Matilda, is going to play Fantine in Les Miserables.
Amazing. And we had really big news, which is Tim Curry, the original Frankenfurter, is going to do the Rocky Horror on Fox. Is it Fox?
Fox.
He's going to play the narrator. It's very different from Frankenfurter.
Yeah.
Different costume altogether.
Yeah.
It is like a time warp, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's so many live telecasts going on right now. This is a new thing. So Fox are also going to do a live telecast of the biblical musical The Passion on Palm Sunday. So they're doing that. Meanwhile, NBC, as well as doing Hairspray in December, they want to do a biblical nativity musical live. I mean, it's a lot. Thing. It's a thing to do, apparently, now.
Wait, Sarah has an audition tomorrow. Good luck, Sarah. Break a leg.
Break a leg, Sarah.
Just want to say that.
Meanwhile, check out Odds and Ends. Lots in there. Lily James, who's going to be in Romeo and Juliet in the West End. Nice little thing about
There's
her.
a lot going on.
John Gallagher Jr. is in 10 Cloverfield Lane, which is like this really scary movie from J.J. Abrams.
Oh, yeah.
So have a look at that trailer. That's
Tony
in Odds and
winner John
Ends.
Gallagher
Exactly,
Jr.
from Spring Awakening. Zoe Wanamaker is doing something with Donmar that I think might come here, actually. Just I'm keeping my eye on that production. So yeah, lots on. And then finally, Tuck Everlasting full casting. So have a look on the site for that.
So much going on.
A lot going on today.
But you want me to get out of here because you want to talk to
honestly,
the People's Frankie.
The People's Frankie.
The People's Frankie, Joseph Leo Bwarie.
Joseph Leo Bwarie.
So there's a lot. All right, so I'm going to get out of here.
All right.
Joseph Leo Bwarie.
It's coming in.
Chair. Come on in.
I'm coming.
He's like tweeting.
He's doing stuff. He's
trying to tweet.
So you're just asking me. So Hairspray is going to be on NBC in December. Hello.
I might have just tweeted.
People's Jersey Boys. Well, that would be excellent. Well done, you.
Okay.
Look
Thanks.
who we've got here. Now you have performed the role of Frankie Valli more times than any other performer. Is that
It's
correct?
true. It's true.
That's amazing.
In total, it's true.
How do you keep it fresh? I mean, what are we talking about? Like more than 2,000 performances or something crazy?
Yeah, it's more than 2,000 performances. You know, the show's so good. We were talking about it before we started, but the show is so good. It's you just find freshness. It's just there, right there for us, written.
And
the
all
music,
those amazing tunes. And presumably, I mean, the audiences, your fans.
I love them.
Are like no other.
That's right, they are. Because they got some Jersey right in here.
How was it with the 10th anniversary? Because you did that night.
Yeah, that was
must
really
have been insane.
It was special. It was really a special moment for Broadway, for Jersey Boys, for me, for the cast, for everyone who's been involved with it, whether here in New York or tours or overseas or wherever. It's just a special moment that we are the 12th longest running show in Broadway history.
That's amazing. And what's the hardest song to sing? Because I mean, it's a killer. I mean, how do you get that high?
Working my way back to you. Working my way back to you is actually a really hard song to sing. We should be like video chatting with Jared Spector and some of the other guys and say, what's the hardest song, Jared? Because we compare notes sometimes, but it depends on the night, really. It depends on the night, but they're difficult songs. I'll say it. It's true.
So and also now there is a rumor going around that there's a Frankie Valli training camp.
Frankie Camp.
Is this true?
It's no rumor. It's no rumor.
It actually exists.
It's cold, hard fact.
And so where is it? Here?
Well, we can't tell you that.
You can't tell us
We
that.
can't tell you that, because
So what do you
then
do?
we'd have to, well, you know.
It's just, I mean, you're hanging out. That's bizarre.
I know.
Did you do it? I mean,
You know,
'cause
I think-
you're
I think-
like, you've been doing this for
Yeah, a long time. I think I was sort of at the beginning stages of
Right.
it, where it was started coming to fruition. Back when I did it, it was a campfire and marshmallows, and the Frankies would sing "Kumbaya" as high as they could.
Okay, this is amazing. This is like blowing my mind. Now I want to know about this. So I was reading that you were discovered by Carole King. Is this true?
Well, it
From
wasn't
Frankie Valli.
yeah. Carole King didn't discover me, because that'd be a long time to wait to be discovered. But Carole King is the woman, is the great woman. Musical Beautiful is about. But she is the one who, at a show in California, in the lobby, said to me, "There is a show. It is called Jersey Boys. They're doing it in La Jolla. You, Joe, should be Frankie." And so she was the one who sort of tipped me
Saw
off
that.
in a
Okay.
the most famous person to tip me off to Jersey Boys.
Have you like seen her since? Or
No,
not? No.
she doesn't answer my calls.
Oh, have you seen Beautiful?
I have.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
And Jared's
And
great.
Jared.
Jared's
It's
hysterical.
great.
It's like, you know, it's a club.
It is a club.
Do you all sort of get together sometimes?
We
and
don't,
have
but
a-
I would like to, so I'm putting it out there. If
Yeah.
the Frankies want to get together, and Bob's and Tommy's and Nick's, if we want to do like one big thing in New York,
And your
call
fans
Broadway.
would go nuts.
Call Broadway, Broadway.com.
Yeah.
We'll set it up.
We'll set it up. Tweet
We'll
us
set it
now.
up.
Tweet us now.
I'll treat.
Right. Okay. So now your album. Let me talk to me about your album.
Yeah, I would love
You've
to.
got loads of records and stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You've got a new album at the moment.
Yeah,
that's
the good
out.
stuff.
The good stuff.
That's the name.
That's the name.
Don't wear it out.
And what's on the what sort of music is the good stuff?
It's American standards, big
Okay.
band, full orchestra. We recorded in New York, we recorded
Mm-hmm.
in Florida, down in Miami, but it's a really great. Tito Puente Jr.'s on there, famous people like Paulina DaCosta playing conga and bongos, in addition to a huge horn section. And it's a really fun album, which is different than my Frankie Valli voice, which is way up there, way up there. This is way down here. So check it out.
I mean,
the good stuff.
Are you using vocal teachers as well? I mean, because having to protect your voice, it's got to be tough almost.
You have to be careful. You have to be
Yeah.
smart. But that's with any role,
Yeah.
any vocal role that you have. I just saw Curious Incident this week, because I only do
It's
6
amazing,
shows a
isn't it?
week, and so I have 2 shows off that I can go see other shows, which is like the biggest gift ever. That's like a little Frankie trivia. There's a guy who plays it 6 times, and a guy who plays it 2 times, and so I do 6. So 2 shows off, I go see as many shows as I can. And I saw that, and it is outstanding, unbelievably built and produced
It's
and
so
staged,
good, isn't
and
it?
the acting and the it's amazing. So go see that. But those are demanding roles, because
Yeah.
theater, it's I always say theater is a sport, and it is, because we get hurt the same way, we have a great time the same way, we're a team effort the same way, and it really is everyone coming together on the same page to say, okay, we gotta win the game tonight, and that's our show. So it's fun with the Jersey accent.
It's fun with the Jersey, and also with the Jersey crowd as well. I mean, there is something very special about doing Jersey Boys on Broadway.
There's something very
It
special
really
about
is,
it, because Jersey is just across
there.
the way. Yeah.
So I mean, everybody gets it, and I have noticed, having seen it in London and on Broadway, like.
And what do you think? And what do you think? And what do you
the
think?
laughter is completely different.
Sure. And there's a few
And-
lines that are
yeah.
written specifically for the West End production.
Yeah, because us Brits were maybe a bit slower on the uptake.
No.
A little bit different,
No.
but that's the way that's the way it all goes. Now we like to put this out there because
Okay.
Norm Lewis very famously said that he wanted to play Phantom for years. He told us that he wanted to play Phantom on Broadway, and then he was Phantom on Broadway.
Mhm.
So, what are your dream roles? Who else would you like to? Is there anyone you'd like to play? I mean, is there any productions you'd love to be in?
I always have said, when asked this question, that I would love to originate a role, which means that role hasn't been invented yet. And I would love to be on the ground floor with the creative team and really figuring out who the character would be.
Yeah.
But if there are any openings in Hamilton,
Who would you like to play in Hamilton? Who do you think?
anybody.
Anyone?
That is also incredible. I
It was
mean,
amazing,
Broadway's incredible. Come to Broadway, see a Broadway show.
Yeah,
It's incredible.
it is incredible.
All of it.
It is very spoiling. Now, also, you've got lots of screen credits.
I have some.
You do. Princess Diaries 2, Valentine's Day. You also worked with Gary Marshall, though not on film. That was for Billy and Ray. Is that right?
And film.
And film too.
And film, yeah. I just actually shot. He has a movie. Gary has a movie. Gary Marshall, I call him Gary. He has a
can call
movie.
him Gary.
I can call him
Big,
Gary.
big,
I
important
can do that. I can do that.
director.
I can call him Gare if I want. One time on set, I actually sang "Sherry Baby" with the words Gary Marshall. you know, we do things like that.
That's
Yeah.
I'm sure he loves you.
But he has a movie coming out called Mother's Day. The next edition in the sort of the holiday films. You know, there was Valentine's Day, there was New Year's Eve. Mother's Day is coming up at Mother's Day. And I have a pretty funny part in that where I sing not so well. So you'll have to check that out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That must be hard, actually.
You know, sometimes.
Because, you know, you're trained
Well,
to
you
do
walk
it well.
you walk the fine line of just sing, don't try to be good, don't try to be bad. Just sing and sort of leave it out there and see what happens. And then see what happens in editing.
Well, so yeah, there you go. And also, I was reading that you did that Broadway Sleep Out last year for Broadway Cares, which is amazing, isn't it? Helping.
It was amazing. It was an amazing night. I will do it again this year if schedule permits. But I've known Stephanie J. Block for when I didn't know that she was J. Block. I just knew her as Stephanie because we were young in California. And she called up and she said, Sebastian and I are doing this. Sebastian Arcellis, her husband, great guys. Great baby. What a baby they have, Vivian. And they said, will you do this with us? And I said, I would love to. And it's a great, great thing, the Broadway community getting together and doing things that are not just the collections after the shows. The collections are amazing, and Broadway Cares does so much. But these offshoots, I also am the captain of Team Broadway Strong in the Cycle for Survival ride for fighting rare cancers. And we joined with Sloan Kettering, the hospital here in Manhattan, and the Equinox gyms. And we do this great, great, great ride that raises millions of dollars each year. And so this year in March, I will be the captain of that team as well.
Utterly amazing. So what's the name of your album again?
The Good Stuff. Okay,
so thank you so much. Joseph Leo Bwarie.
Thank you.
Got that right.
You did.
There we are. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week for Live at 5. Bye-bye.